Are you ready to finally put an end to your losses in the markets? If so, I have something that will change your trading game forever. In this video, I will reveal the exact strategy I used to scale up my account to an astonishing $100,000. But that's not all. I'll be sharing every detail of this incredible strategy, including the precise indicators, settings, and risk management techniques I used. Trust me, you don't want to skip a single moment of this video, as I'll be showing you how to use the momentum-based zigzag, the STD filter, and pole Gaussian filter by Lux, and the squeeze momentum indicator by Lazy Bear. This is the breakthrough you've been waiting for. Get ready to take your trading to the next level. Okay traders, first let's move over to TradingView.com. I trade this on different pairs and cryptocurrencies, so for the purpose of this day trading strategy video, I will be using the Australian dollar and Japanese yen. And let me use this opportunity to say that this strategy works best on a smaller time frame. Moving on. For our first indicator, at the momentum-based zigzag with the QQE non-repainting, this one right here by Peter O. Add it to the chart. First of all, I would recommend this indicator as one of the best zigzag hunters with accuracy and absolutely non-repainting, unlike a bunch of other zigzag indicators on TradingView that they are always betting on some predefined rules which identify or confirm pivot points. Usually, it is the time factor, as the pivot point gets confirmed after a particular number of candles. This methodology is probably the best when the market is moving relatively slowly, but when the price starts chopping up and down, there is no way the zigzag follows accurately. On the other hand, if you set it too tight, for example, pivot confirmation after only 2 or even 1 candle, you will get hundreds of zigzag lines, and they will tell you nothing. My point of view is to follow the market. If it has reversed, then it has reversed, and there is no need to wait for a predefined number of candles for confirmation. Such reversals will always be visible on momentum indicators, such as the most popular MACD, but a single line moving average can also be good enough to notice reversals. So whichever momentum indicator you choose, yes, there is a pick your poison type selector, as in famous moving average indicators. Once it reverses, a highest or lowest point from the impulse is caught, and zigzag gets printed. One thing I need to emphasize, this indicator does not repaint. It might look like the lines are a bit delayed, especially when compared to all the other zigzag indicators on TradingView, but they are actually true. This indicator prints pivot points and zigzag exactly at the moment they have been noticed, not earlier faking to be faster than they could be. Now, to reveal my very own strategy with this indicator, I will have to add my momentum indicators to the chart. Quickly search for the STD filter and pole Gaussian filter by Lux. Also, search for the squeeze momentum indicator, the famous TradingView indicator for a long time now on community script, this one right here by Lazy Bear. When you add them to the chart, go to the settings and follow these exact presets that were created. Now, for the final adjustment on the squeeze momentum indicator, I will then have to input one more modification to this indicator that enables me to catch high winning trades. Add 2 white lines to our squeeze momentum, then I would want you to adjust these lines. The first line should be set at 0.1, and for the second line, set it at -0.1. That's all. These lines help us identify overstretched momentum. Now the question remains, how do we take trades using these lines? Please, if you are enjoying our videos, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, as it motivates us on the hunt for the Holy Grail. Moving on. For a valid buy position, first, I wait for the squeeze momentum indicator to close below this lower line. Second, I wait for the next red zigzag line. The zigzag line must be in red. Third, I then wait for the STD filtered indicator to turn green. For the final step, I open the trade at the close of the trigger candlestick. Exactly the opposite is true for a valid sell entry. Firstly, I wait for the squeeze momentum indicator to close above this higher line. Secondly, I wait for the next green zigzag line, which must be in green. Thirdly, I then wait for the STD filtered indicator to turn red. Finally, I open a trade at the close of the trigger candlestick. I use the recent swing high for my stop loss levels. As we can see, this strategy has been successful. To manage risk, when I identify a valid entry, I usually split my total risk into two and open to trades. For example, if my account balance is $1,000 and I risk 1% on each trade, 1% of $1,000 is $10. I then split the $10 into two. The total risk on the first trade is $5. And the total risk on the second trade is also $5. In this case, we have just opened a buy position. We can see that the squeeze momentum column closed below the lower lines. Then we got our red zigzag lines. And lastly, our STD filtered Gaussian pole turned green, giving us a valid buy signal. I usually use the recent swing low identified by the zigzag indicator as my level of stop loss. For taking profit, it depends on the trading pair I am on. For the AUD/JPY, I use 2 times my risk. I set one of my trades at 2 times what I risk in the markets, while the other has no fixed take profit. Let's now go over my fixed profit levels. When I open a trade and let it run, if along the line, the price closes below my STD filtered indicator, I remove 50% of my risk from the market and let the trade run. Sometimes it hits my stop loss, other times my take profit. For my second trade, I also take out 50% of the risk when the price closes below the STD filtered indicator. But I totally exit the trade when I see a green zigzag line that could indicate market traversal. You can use whatever risk management that gives you an extra edge in the market. Here is another sell signal we would have taken. And here is another buy signal we would have entered. Thanks for watching, traders. See you in the next one.